another. It's all about gaining the victim's trust in return for a big score.
This pub has been singled out and targeted for a sting that, should it go to plan, will result in Paul walking out the front door with thousands of pounds. And what's more, the pub staff will have unwittingly given him the money. But this con takes planning, and to see how it works, we need to go back in time. Paul has been visiting this pub twice a week for the past fortnight, but he's not doing it for leisure. This is work-related, and he's been carefully grooming it for the next hustle, known as the Big Switch.
Hiya, can I have a coffee, please?
Yep.
Just buy coffee. Is Alex here?
Yes.
Paul's gotten to know the manageress, Alex, by name, under the pretence that he's interested in using the place for a works party, and has become a familiar face around the pub.
How's it going with the function? That date's still okay? Yeah.
This con relies on Paul being familiar with the staff, so even though he's just going in, ordering a drink and making small talk, it will become invaluable later on. This also gives Paul the opportunity to work out which day and what time the takings leave the pub to go to the bank. Today's the day the pub pays in its takings, and Paul's going to attempt the con using Alex as an accomplice. Alex goes on ahead to the pub. Meanwhile, Paul waits outside and prepares the two identical bank wallets that are key to this switch, and tucks one under his arm. It'll become clear why later on. Inside the pub, Alex orders a drink and takes position where he has a clear line of sight to the bar. Paul waits until Alex is in place so not to arouse suspicion, then makes his way inside.
Hi Alex, how are you? Not bad.
Paul then orders a drink.
Do you happen to have 2 £5 notes?
When he pays, he takes out one of the bank wallets and makes a point of flashing the thousands of pounds inside to the barmaid. It's vital that she sees that the wallet is full of his money.
Yeah, I'll probably, in a couple of days.
Whilst Paul pays for his drink, he talks business with the manageress. It's crucial for the barmaid to see this level of familiarity between them for this con to work.
I should be, yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to nip over to the bank. Thank you very much. Great. No, that's okay. I'll just put that 5 in and that's me.
Then Paul takes a seat nearby and waits.
Pepper, darling.
The manageress asked the barmaid to take a trip to the local bank with the takings, as Paul knew she would. When the manageress is out of sight, this is his cue.
Right, tell him I'll be right there. All right, bye. Excuse me. Did Alex say she was going to the bank?
No, I'm going.
Oh, you're going to the bank? And it's the Lloyd's just round the corner?
Yeah, it's straight down.
Yeah, it's the same one as mine. I need to get to my shop right now to do a delivery. Would you mind dropping that off at the same time? Everything is in it. At the Lloyd's, just hand it in. They've got my details.
It's now time for Alex to play his small but crucial role. He walks past the bar, taking an unhealthy interest in the bank wallet on display. This is to unnerve the mark and motivate what Paul does next.
What envelope has Alex got?
Just the white one.
Well, I've got my details on it. This is an insured package. Have you put that in there at the same time?
Okay, well, let's wait
If you do that, okay? And just give it to Alex. She'll talk. Okay. And do me a favour, did you carry it inside anything, or...?
Okay, yeah, my jacket. Yeah.
Oh, all right, then look after it. Yeah. I'll be back for lunch, so we'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
And with that, the switch has taken place. Paul is now £2,000 up, and all the girl is left with is a wallet full of cut-up newspaper. So how did Paul pull this off?
What kind of envelope has Alex got?
Just the white one.
Well, I've got my details on it. This is an insured package. Have you put that in there?
Once Paul has an excuse to grab the envelope full of the pub's takings from the girl, he places it inside the bank wallet. Only when viewed from this angle can you see the second bank wallet that Paul loaded into his jacket earlier on. The wallet with the money goes in, and once the jacket is closed, it's the second wallet containing an envelope full of cut-up newspaper that comes out. The girl is none the wiser. Paul strolls out of the bar with over £2,000 in cash, whilst the barmaid puts the bank wallet of newspaper in a safe place under the counter. Alex returns from the toilet to meet Paul, and they walk away £2 richer. It's not until 10 minutes later, when the manageress calls down with a query about the money, that the reality of what's just happened dawns on her. Over £2,000 that a manager entrusted her with has turned to worthless newspaper.
Did you give him that envelope? No, he said, put it in here. Get off my hand, put it in here. And he gave it to me. He gave it to me in front of my eyes.
That's all I'll take out from the week.
Are you serious?
Yes.
He just put it in here and then he gave it to me. Is he taking the money?
Paul meticulously groomed the pub. He found out the day the takings went to the bank, walked in with 2 bank wallets and left with one containing their money, and left them with a wallet full of worthless newspaper. So, having found out what really happened to her, how does the barmaid feel now?
Speech, I can't even talk. He put it in his coat and said, could you put it in your coat? Like that, and I said, yeah. And he gave it to me, and it was full of ripped up newspapers. I panicked. I was thinking, am I gonna have to pay it off, or just nerves and shock and everything else with it?
The bottom line for this scam is that the bartender has actually been given £2,000 of Paul's money. Therefore, it's almost as if the bartender thinks that they have the upper hand. We like to think of ourselves as very helpful people, and we're more than happy to help when we possibly can, when it's not too expensive in terms of our time.
This switch has been around for years because it's a very successful way to con people. And versions of this have been used to hit individuals, not just businesses. So just because you don't own a pub doesn't mean it couldn't one day happen to you. Whenever you're in a situation with people that you weren't expecting, in other words, something that might be of their making and money's involved, or any kind of financial transaction, take a step back, think about it. Don't let them bully you or persuade you into making a decision that you wouldn't normally make.